Thanks for joining us for the latest episode of the Secure Connections podcast, brought to you by IoTSSA, the Internet of Things Security Services Association. As always, I'm your host, Brian Sherman, Content Director for IoTSSA, and my guest on this episode is Dan Wensley, the well-respected longtime channel chief who was recently appointed CEO of Warranty Master. Warranty Master is an innovative SaaS company and global leader in asset lifecycle management and reporting solutions with a channel contingent of more than 6,000 partners. No stranger to the channel ecosystem, Dan has helped propel many successful organizations, including Net Integration Inc., MSP Partners, Level Platforms, and most recently, Passportal. He has applied a high level of tact, ingenuity, and innate understanding of his unique needs of the industry to develop high-performing sales and marketing teams that know how to deliver. Dan regularly speaks and moderates at industry conferences and has been actively involved in IoTSSA and was a member of the board of directors of CompTIA. I believe one of his favorite pastimes is hanging around airports waiting to hop the plane to the next event destination. I could be wrong on that one. So welcome back to the Secure Connections podcast, Dan.
Thanks, Brian. It's great to be here.
Did you like that intro? We made sure we covered everything, I think.
That was a great intro, and you are so right on the airlines. So it's part of what we do. Our partners, our industry is all out in the marketplace, and it's a real privilege to get out into it, obviously, but it does take a toll from time to time.
On that, but your Marriott rewards points are awesome from what I understand, so that's a great thing.
Doing pretty well with Marriott, yes.
Cool. So this is your first time with us since you've joined Warranty Master, with such roots in the managed service industry as I covered, as well as the security space. What attracted you to this particular company?
Brian, for me, I've been very, very fortunate. All of the companies that I've been involved with have been highly innovative, in my opinion, had a dramatic impact on IT service providers, how they run their businesses. And it really comes down to a number of attributes that I seem to be attracted to in these businesses. And Warranty Master is no slouch in any of these. The first is innovation. Really looking for innovative solutions that are going to have an impact on the IT services channel, and most importantly, how services and IT is delivered to their customers. So innovation, we'll talk a little bit about here maybe with Warranty Master. The second is the impact it's got on the MSPs these days, on their own internal business, the profitability, the operational efficiency, all of the transitional things we went through with the adoption of RMM and PSA as we migrated to the MSP. And also, but more importantly, the value that then extends out to the customers for the MSP. What differentiation, what value are they delivering through the innovation and the internal value they're receiving from these platforms, and how it helps them both drive revenue and build a better business and a better service delivery model for their customers.
Makes sense. It sounds great. So what are the primary benefits Warranty Master delivers to its customers? I'm talking about the end users.
So asset lifecycle management is really important to the end user, and it's synergistic with what we're doing as MSPs. As an MSP, we want to continue to deliver automated service, uptime, and operational efficiency for the customer. What I've learned is that performance degrades with age, and I'm not speaking personally, of course. We're talking about the IT environments that MSPs are actually delivering. So if you look at infrastructure refresh, if you look at the age of the equipment that's being put in place and how that impacts even a completely well-run MSP delivering 5.9 SLA service to their customers, one server that is out of warranty or over its life cycle, right all the way down to a desktop used by the CEO or somebody of influence or an employee, that can have a dramatic impact on their perception and, frankly, the reality for them of the network and how it's delivering for them and allowing them to do their business. So Warranty Master helps the end user by showing them straightforward information on how the life cycle of the assets that are driving that IT environment do have an impact on the reliability of the network that they're using.
Is that typically a hard conversation for MSP to have with their clients? I know quite a few that have been actively involved, but I'm not sure, how receptive are end users to that discussion, and is it a constant education to get them to that point?
It has been a challenge, and and I'll talk about the benefits of what Warranty Master delivers to that. But the challenge has always been the MSP will understand and know that the degraded system will have an impact on performance. But here's what the customer doesn't want to hear from us as MSPs all the time: hey, I need to upsell you on a new server. I need to upsell you on new devices, because that's all they hear is I've got to buy more equipment, and I have equipment in place that is working, I think. So it's a transactional conversation, if not a difficult one from time to time. What Warranty Master delivers to partners is the ability to actually help them not only document the impact of that asset lifecycle management, but it also allows them to sort of budget for it and plan for it and build it into their SLA and their managed services operations, so that they can say, we need to start planning 18 months, 36 months down the road for a refresh of this hardware.
That makes sense. And I know on the SMB side, I think the innovation element may not have been there in the past, but more owners and leaders in those organizations, I think, are starting to get the fact that innovation can be a differentiator for them. Is that helping this lifecycle management discussion?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, the ultimate goal, obviously, for running a perfect network is to have the most up-to-date equipment in place. But warranties come into that. If we're running out of a warranty, if we're not implementing an extended warranty for our customers, and a server goes down, now it's a mad scramble, which is the worst case scenario for both parties. The MSP has to get out and do the old hated on-site visit to go fix a server when it's down. The customer is obviously impacted dramatically by that environment. So making proper asset lifecycle management a part of the SLA and a part of the service delivery model is really paying dividends. The challenge has always been how to do it. I can't automate it. Maybe I have some of the data, but I'm not able to pull the warranty information, autonomically from my OEM. I'm not able to. It takes me days in some cases to facilitate a warranty renewal or refresh of a product. So this is what Warranty Master is helping partners do every day, and that's where the mutual benefit is. It is easier for the MSP to administer, it automates the process, and it allows them to show their customer more proactively the impact this can have.
Okay. You mentioned the automation element too. Can you give a little more information on how is it automated on the back end?
Yeah, well, coming from an RMM background, it's monitoring and management is the cornerstone of the MSP sort of evolution we've been going through for the last 10 to 15 years. So what Warranty Master has been able to do is automate the discovery of the information and connect it with the OEM manufacturer by license and say this is out of warranty, and then automate the reporting, the information, the delivery of the reporting and the information. So it takes all the manual, which is a no word in the managed services industry. It takes all of the manual work and effort and discrepancies and information and automates all of that into one single platform, which again benefits the MSP internally, but most importantly allows them to proactively manage their customers' assets.
Great, great. So here's the question I'm sure our IoTSSA audience is ready to ask you is, how does asset management enhance the security service and value MSPs deliver to their customers?
Yeah, it's a great question, and my background with IoTSSA and being in cybersecurity over the last 5 years with Passportal, I looked at that same thing, and what were we doing as a business to help our partners improve the security hygiene on behalf of their customers? And I'll start right at the top. The first is the knowledge and the insight of an automated system to understand what assets you have under management and what is in warranty, what is out of warranty. So the first thing we do at the top of the level is, although many MSPs are pulling assets and getting assets from the PSA and RMM, all the ones we integrate with, they don't have necessarily a consolidated view of every asset, every server, every desktop, every IoT device that they have under their management, and what is out of warranty. And if product servers and devices are out of warranty, they may not be getting the security patches that increases the footprint of security vulnerability for the customer. So there is a true synergy there of asset lifecycle management delivering better security to the end user and allowing the MSP to deliver better security posture for their customers.
That makes sense. Now, earlier you mentioned automation too in that front. Do you have integrations with the managed services tools that we all know and love, or are you developing those?
No, we have them. We wouldn't be at 6,000 partners without them. Our partnerships with all of the majors on the RMM, PSA, we're up to over 30 integrations,
Awesome.
from Auvik to SolarWinds to Datto to ConnectWise. All of them are incredibly important to be integrated with, to be able to pull that data. And what's interesting, and again, coming from an RMM background, what I found here at Warranty Master with our partners is we're able to pull that asset information from a multitude of platforms. You might be using Continuum and Data. We're all using a hybrid of a lot of them, and it's amazing to see, hey, 80% of the assets we're pulling into Warranty Master are coming from Manage, and the other 30% are coming from a Datto platform. So we're really helping them consolidate all that information, because the MSPs have done a great job, and the integration between those competitive platforms even is so good and so rich and such value to the customer that it's important to have them. And then we've married that integration with the OEM integration, and we are pulling all of the asset warranty information directly from the OEMs, which has never been able to be done before, and then extending that again into the reporting. And we've taken it one step further and automated the renewal process for extended warranties. Now, I'll be clear, the first value we deliver when it comes to revenue for our partners is the ability to document and show a customer why they need to refresh that hardware. That's in everybody's best interest, absolutely. But budgetary constraints, cost constraints, just willingness to wanting to update today rather than extend the life of a product is often what the end user is looking for. So we've automated the warranty renewal process for our partners as well. It's been real cumbersome for them to go to the OEM, and the process is not as fluent as you might think. We've built that right into Warranty Master. With a couple of clicks, they can actually get that extended renewal of the warranty and implement it immediately. So again, time saving and cost saving, and we're doing it at a lower cost and higher margin for the partner than they're able to get elsewhere, because of our aggregated ability to do so across 6,000 partners.
That makes sense. So, because obviously, IT device warranties, hardware warranties are not a new business model in themselves. And I know I hear a lot of headaches from partners who, are struggling with this vendor, that vendor, and different things to bring it all together. But what other innovations does Warranty Master bring to the channel table? In other words, what is the other part of the secret sauce? I know you've covered a lot of things so far.
Yeah, so a lot of it is I'll cover maybe the three again in a little more summary. The internal value is just the amount of time and effort and consistency of data management when it comes to warranties. The second aspect to that is, if you are keeping a more robust, up-to-date, in-warranty IT infrastructure for your customer, it's further driving down costs for you as an MSP. You're getting less tickets. Our data tells us across millions of servers, for example, that a whopping 64% are out of warranty. Well, guess where your tickets are derived from? Out of date equipment, out of warranty equipment. That's what's driving the tickets into your PSA and costing you money for service delivery as an MSP. So again, it's in mutual best interest for both the MSP and their customer to have these products in warranty, being serviced or refreshed in a timely manner. The external value for an MSP doing this is, this is what we've all been searching for, and I applaud the entire community and industry for doing this. The innovation they've adopted to better service customers. Yes, it's self-serving. I'm a differentiated MSP. I'm providing better service. That's all, but that's true, real reality value down to your customer. So being able to show your customer that, hey, I am running reports on what's out of warranty. I am helping you better budget and plan for your future IT expenditures, because I know, hey, these 3 servers are going to be out of warranty in the next, again, 18, 36, 72 months. Let's start planning for that. Isn't that a much better sales cycle than walking in one day and, gee, your server's about to die. We've got a $5,000 to $7,000, $10,000 expenditure to make right now. That puts us at odds with our customer. So I really like the alignment and the synergy it continues to bring, which is, again, it's sort of the cornerstone of managed services for us.
That makes sense. And I know I was talking with a leasing company recently that focuses in the channel, and their whole discussion was, how even bringing up the financial aspect, not just the hardware of selling, because, they may not have the capital to buy new servers this week or the IT budget, but if you present some different options to them, leasing and getting, you can also increase your MRR for your organization as well, while saving them some headaches and in the addition, getting new equipment that you're able to better manage in your MSP. So it's an interesting conversation because we always hear sell, 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 but on the back end, it can be a much more complicated, but also much more rewarding conversation when you get into warranties and lifecycle management and leasing and figuring out how to help your clients with all of those different aspects. A little bit like cybersecurity, right? It's a lot more complicated than just the tools.
It is, and it's. I mean, one of the taglines I'm playing with here at Warranty Master is honestly sell more and service less, which sounds completely self-serving, but it is and it isn't. If we are selling more to our customers, it means we are either selling extended warranties to keep their IT infrastructure in better hygiene, and if something happens, we can replace that or repair it more economically and more quickly than we can before. And again, on the refresh, obviously the hardware refresh with the install and the margin you're making on that, allowing them to make better buying decisions there. And all of that means you're servicing less. It means that's a good thing. It is less tickets. It's less downtime for your customers. There's the synergy of managed services coming to fruition through Asset Lifecycle Management, which is, a bit of an education, I'll say, even for me coming into Warranty Master and understanding the value we are delivering daily to customers. And certainly at DattoCon 19, the first event I did as CEO of Warranty Master, the response from partners was simply overwhelming in all of the buckets that are near and dear to my heart. We've impacted their businesses, profitability, operational efficiency, and we've helped them deliver better service to their customers. And that's sort of the nirvana goal for all of us. It puts us in complete, lockstep with our customers, our partners.
So nothing sexier than being able to show MSPs how to make money utilizing something, because asset management doesn't sound that thrilling to most people until you realize how vitally important it is to their clients to make sure that they're managed, and as well as to their own business. But I was going to ask you, to kind of summarize the value proposition for IT service providers. You've already started that, but do you want to bring it a little closer?
Yeah, I think I love what we've done with Warranty Master in aligning the win-win. All of the businesses I've been involved with has been because the IT service providers themselves saw value internally for their business and externally for their customers, and that's at the cornerstone of what Warranty Master is doing. I frankly also love how we roll out the ability for our partners to realize that. We have a free trial program where they can come in, hook up all the APIs, see all the information, see all the data. And frankly, in talking to some of our newer partners, they're completely overwhelmed with the number of assets that they have under management and the dollar figure that literally pops up on our dashboard that tells them, here's your sales opportunities on hardware refresh. And that, I mean, those are leads. Those are opportunities. Those are absolutely nirvana of everything we've talked about. All the peer groups and every vendor on the planet is helping their partners sell more, identify upsell opportunities. I think we're doing that as well or better than anybody in our industry, and the number is staggering. We at DattoCon, when we did the keynote, we got the approval by a partner to bring up their dashboard anonymously. And a regular size MSP, less than 2,000 devices under management, they had over $750,000 in refresh opportunities within their customer base that they'd never been able to identify. And further to that, if they're not ready to do that refresh and realize that almost $1 million, they could go and sell an instant renewal and get the extended warranty, which again drives revenue and profit for the MSP, but is delivering real value to their customer in doing it. And they've just never been exposed to that data and that information. Again, it's a great win-win.
Right. Well, as you know, from being in the industry so long, is I think our channel friends are usually the worst at saying this, you know, we're a big company or we're a medium-sized company. They undervalue the number of clients they have, the number of devices under management. I think is painting that picture for them really does help, and realize that there's a lot of new tools that are available for even some of the smaller, what they would consider smaller MSPs. In effect, many of the ones that consider themselves small, you know, 10, 15 employees, in reality are average or larger than average in the channel. So
Right.
it looks like there's a lot of opportunities for them here. So we've heard. I'm going to dip back into the cybersecurity discussion a little bit. We've heard a lot about cybersecurity insurance requirements within our community. That's one of the hot topics. We've been covering it. Just did a podcast yesterday, as a matter of fact, with a provider. How does asset management affect liability?
So I've been looking into this honestly, personally, based on my relationship with IoTSSA and all the things we've talked about at all the expos and shows. And as you mentioned, cybersecurity insurance has been an extremely hot topic. We have reached out to some global business insurance companies, and what we found is cyber insurance is integrated into most business insurance policies. But we've also, and you've been in the same room I have at the expos, heard the horror stories of, yeah, we thought we were covered on cyber insurance, but we did have an issue, and because we weren't regularly patching a couple of devices, we were in breach. So the same thing can apply to warranties. The same thing can apply to patches. I mentioned right off the top, is a product out of warranty that is out of date getting its security patches? If not only is it a vulnerability, but it could seriously put you in jeopardy of if you are attacked, your insurance being null and void. So there's more work to be done on that, but it is very clear that having understanding of the network, having everything under warranty, ensuring that the security patches are being applied to all devices is vitally important. So you're not increasing, the landscape of security vulnerability.
Yeah, I understand. The exclusions are the things that usually get MSPs as well as their clients in the end to where they don't pay off. So it's looking at that fine print of what's covered and what's up to date, and how healthy. I guess health would be the best way of looking at lifecycle asset management. How healthy are their assets,
Right.
and
Again,
well maintained.
I'll say the founder of Warranty Master, Anthony Day, his great quote to me was, performance degrades with age. And again, I thought that was an insult at first, and might be living it a little bit, but certainly when it comes to our IT infrastructure, that is absolutely true. We can't send them to the gym. We can't get them to eat healthier. They are going through that as an IT device. Hopefully, you and I can do more proactive things to not allow that to happen to us, Brian.
Right. Well, I know, Dan, we'll see you at the next IoTSSA event and ChannelCon, but and you've been involved actively. Warranty Master has been with a number of channel events, but how can listeners learn more about Warranty Master and your channel programs?
warrantymaster.com. I'd encourage partners, if you haven't looked at us already, the free trial is there, and it is a free trial. You can load your APIs, you can look at the information, you can find out how much sales opportunities is resident within your customer base today, how many of the devices are out of warranty, and if it makes sense, graduate to our Pro Edition and take advantage of instant renewals with our warranty sales. So go to warrantymaster.com, Brian, for more information, and you can sign up right there. My email is dan@warrantymaster.com. It's been a real privilege to hear from so many colleagues and former partners who are now partners of Warranty Master, and I'm always encouraging getting as much feedback as possible. So thanks to you at IoTSSA, and thanks to our partners who have already done so.
Cool. So any final recommendations or thoughts to share before we sign off of today's podcast?
I'll see everybody at ChannelCon coming up, and IoTSSA in September. Where are we going in September? Where's the next?
We will be in Philadelphia area.
Philadelphia, PA. All right. So I encourage anybody in the Philadelphia region to come and join us for the IoTSSA Expo, and obviously ChannelCon in Vegas in August. Should be warm.
Let me update that. Actually, we are in Loudoun County, Virginia in September, and then in November we will be coming to Philadelphia. So I remembered that in my last minute. So
no problem.
Hopefully get to one of them. Either way, you'll enjoy it.
Agreed.
So fantastic. On behalf of IoTSSA, I'd like to thank Dan Wensley from Warranty Master for joining us today, as well as to all of you, our listeners, for tuning into this episode. Please take a couple more minutes and check out all the great cybersecurity content on the association's website, IoTSSA.com. Thanks again, and be sure to watch for the next episode of the Secure Connections podcast. Good day.